Welcome to another Monday night, and we are going to be talking about Amazon and Q&A. So if you guys have questions that need to be answered, now would be a good time to go ahead and ask those type of questions. So we can get them out there and get your questions answered. I do this every Monday night at 6 p.m. I try to be on every Monday night at 6 p.m. to answer some of your questions. I've been getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of people calling, asking Amazon questions, whether they're suspensions or red flags or something as simple as, is Amazon still good to sell on Amazon nowadays? And, so there's there's many topics that I like to talk about, and this is why I like the Amazon Q&A, is because you guys have a lot of great questions, and so I'm able to kind of feed off of that and answer your questions. It seems like now I'm getting more and more people coming in and watching my YouTube channel, which is awesome. Sales have been tremendous in this last 3 weeks selling on Amazon. And I've noticed that there are a lot more people that are getting their accounts suspended. Um, and that was one of the things I really wanted to talk about tonight was how not to get your account suspended. And I'm finding out that there is quite a few of you that are using gift cards. And gift cards, I am noticing that there are a lot of people that are trying to open up their Amazon account, and they are buying products and they're using their gift cards, and they're not putting a credit card on file. Therefore, they're getting red flagged, and all of a sudden their accounts get shut down, or their gift cards are being kept, they're not returning the money, and they're just kind of there's just a lot of scenarios, a lot of things that have been happening. I had received quite a few international calls where there's people that are actually from overseas and trying to purchase products here in the US and then having them shipped to, like, say, for example, the Philippines. And it's taken 3 weeks for them to get their products after they order the product. And sometimes they are getting their account suspended just because of the verification process. And that's a huge thing with Amazon, is when you open up an account with Amazon itself, there are a lot of stipulations that they want. There's a lot of things that they're requesting for your account to run smoothly. And so you want to make sure you kind of do everything that they're asking you to do, and make sure that you're not fibbing on your account, or lying in any way, because there's a verification process, and if there's anything wrong with that verification, they will not hesitate to shut your account down or suspend your account. And I'm getting a lot of people that are getting their accounts suspended just because they are not doing what they should be doing, or the Amazon's asking for credit card info, and they're buying prepaid cards, and they are going out there and using gift cards, which is a huge no-no. And next thing they know, they're upset because they ordered something and Amazon just basically just shut their account down because they couldn't verify it. And it's usually after they have gone through the process of ordering something, and now they're just sitting there going, hey, do I get my product that I ordered? Is Amazon still sending it? Are they keeping my money? And there's just a lot of those questions are coming around now, and it's it's pretty frightening because there's a lot more people now that are signing up for Amazon, whether it's a seller's account or whether it's a buyer's account. And I've noticed that there's a lot of buyers out there that are just um, getting their account shut down. And one of the biggest things is verification. You have to make sure that you verify that they verify everything. And it's getting harder now, even on sellers' accounts, for like retail arbitrage or drop shipping now. It's getting very, very difficult for some of these sellers out here that are doing that, because if they're getting complaints or they're getting one little complaint, um, and somebody says, hey, I ordered this product from Amazon, and then now I'm getting it in a Walmart box, or I'm getting it, that's all they have to say. And as soon as that happens, Amazon likes to investigate and take a look and see, what's going on, because it's actually a customer complaint, and the customer is usually asking for their money back. Now you have to remember, Amazon has a 100% money back guarantee on all accounts that are buyers' accounts. So if you have a buyer and is buying from Amazon, they have that 100% money back guarantee. Doesn't matter if you put it in your listing or not. Um, I I tend to tell people, yeah, give them a 30-day money back guarantee, because I already know that Amazon is not even going to question it. If a customer calls them and says, hey, um, I don't like this product and I want to return it, they're just going to ask the reason. And it could be a very simple reason, like no longer needed. And that's a very popular one, where they just say no longer needed. And all of a sudden, uh, they're getting their money back. And one of the biggest problems, especially like with merchant fulfilled, is you have some of these customer service reps that don't know the procedure and don't know what to do, and they'll automatically give that person their money back. And um, then you lose out on the product, because they haven't even returned the product yet. And that's one of the things that really irritates me sometimes, is I will get a return and there's no return request. Well, if you call into Amazon and you talk to a customer service rep, they'll tell you this is the procedure, but it doesn't work that way, because a lot of times you'll get a customer service rep that's overseas, and so they're reading by the script, and it's very annoying when you have somebody that is always repeating exactly what you're saying, So, and they're taught that way. They're taught to sit there and repeat everything that you have said, so there's no mistake. But it becomes very annoying after a few minutes, and that becomes, instead of a problem that could have been fixed in 1 minute, well, it becomes a 10-minute problem, because they're repeating everything and checking their script, and checking their resolution, and trying to figure out what's the best resolution for you. So a lot of them will go out and give their money back for that. Oh, I didn't even put my chat on, guys. Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, so if you guys have questions tonight, feel free to ask those questions. Put them in chat. I really appreciate that. And thank you guys for the thumbs up. I already got some thumbs up, and I appreciate that also. Now, for you new people out there who are just starting out on Amazon, or just finding my channel for the very first time, one of the things that I really try to emphasize is to create a seller's account, and really concentrate on finding good products. And when you find those good products, to try to sell those products, and spend as little money as possible, because one of the biggest questions that I get is, how much money do I need to run an Amazon business. Now, that is a very tricky question because how fast do you want to grow your business and how much money are you willing to spend would be the questions that should be asked, because there are some people out there that are very, very cheap, and they'll buy cheap products and then they turn around and they expect to make thousands of dollars off these cheap products. Now, when I'm looking for products, I'm actually looking for products that are going to sell, that are going to be in demand. And there's a lot of people out there that kind of give advice as, sell branded products or sell, products that Amazon sells. And that's kind of like the worst advice anybody can give somebody, because you definitely do not want to compete with Amazon. I've been shut down with my products many times because I have beaten Amazon's sales when it comes to putting in my keywords and having my listings being seen. And so I would really go out there and outsell Amazon 3 to 1. And then they find out that I'm outselling them, and it's their or they have a product that they basically are, it's in their warehouse, and it becomes an issue for them, and they'll just send you a nice little notification saying we are shutting down your listing. And then, like, well, what do you do then? You're kind of screwed because you basically have to try to get rid of that product. I mean, I had a product where I bought 1,000 units and it was coming to me, and next thing I know, I received a notification, and it just happened to be a product that I was selling that Amazon took over on, and I didn't brand that product, and I didn't go out there and private label that product. So it was a huge mistake that I made, and I learned from it. And so I always give advice to, if Amazon is selling it, I stay as far away as I can, because it's their platform, and therefore they're going to do whatever they want on their platform. It's just that's just the way it is. So, but let's get to some of these comments here. It says, Brian Adams, hello, Henry. Hi, what's going on? James Hancock, how you doing there, James? James has a question. Let me see here. We'll put that up there. James, question. If I get orders to fill on Friday evening or Saturday or Sunday, can I wait till Monday morning to process? If you have 2-day shipping, the answer is yes. Usually, if you get a order on Friday, it's the next business day. Well, Saturday and Sundays are not considered a business day. Monday is considered a business day, so you can get products that come in on Friday morning, Friday afternoon, and just look at the shipping date on that particular order, and that will tell you when it has to be shipped out by. It is important that you go out there and you do the labels. Make sure that you get all the labels taken care of. In other words, you're going to complete that particular order by simply printing out the label for it to be shipped. And once you do that, you're not considered late. And great question, by the way. So anything that you get on Friday, and if you have 2 days shipping to where you're able to ship that, then yes, definitely take a look at your shipping date, and it most likely will tell you Monday is when you have to have that shipped out and ready to go. Now, here's a little trick, or not a little trick, but it's just something that you guys should know, even if you're brand new. Always want to make sure that you go out, and if you get an order that you print that order out as quickly as possible. Now, if you do that, then your shipping will never be late, and you can literally get that package and everything 3 days later, and nothing's really going to happen to you because it's already generated a tracking number, and that tracking number is that's all they want. Because what happens is as soon as you pay for the shipping, um, Amazon will notify the customer safe. I don't know, for some reason my camera is my internet, I don't know, is kind of freezing here, so forgive me for that. So quite a few of you guys watching tonight, and great questions, and keep the questions coming because I could be here all day. Trying not to. I only got an hour, but we'll try to answer as many as we can. Beedle, what's happening there? Beedle, Rufus, good evening, good evening. And Ed Sutherland, hello Ed, haven't seen you in a while, good evening. D says, hi Henry. Jim Rocky, let's see what Jim Rocky has to say. Jim Rocky says, Henry, do you buy your products from overseas or from the U.S.? If you've watched me, I buy my products here in the U.S. and also overseas. I use Alibaba and I use Aliexpress sometimes. It just depends if I have a small order. And a lot of times I'll use Aliexpress just to order small quantities. And that's where you can go in and order the small quantities. Say, for example, like 10 units or 20 units, just to test out, just to see how well they do. And a lot of times, a lot of my members will go to AliExpress and order like 10 or 20 units, try it out, see how well it sells, and if it starts to move, then they go to the bigger manufacturers overseas and Alibaba, and they start negotiating much bigger and better prices through Alibaba. But if you can buy here in the U.S., why not? There's a lot of great suppliers here in the U.S. That are willing to sell you products. It just keep this in mind that you most likely will be spending a lot more if you're buying here in the U.S. because they know the price of what that particular product is going to sell on Amazon. So. All right, great questions, guys. Jim Rocky also says, also, how were your sales for today? Another great day. I did crazy numbers today. Yeah, I actually cleared out my sales and got everything caught up around noontime. So I was at zero at noontime, and just looking at my orders now. Let's see here. Since noontime, I have 35 orders pending. So yeah, 35 orders pending, and they're continuing on. So which is really good. I just can't keep up with my merchant fulfilled, and this right here is only my merchant fulfilled that you see. Yesterday I had 140 merchant fulfilled orders. By midnight, everything goes to zero at midnight Pacific time for me, and I had 140 orders to fill from Sunday. So it has been extremely crazy. So, but thanks for asking. KP Max says hello. Thanks for your time. No, thank you, KP Max, for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. James Hancock says, can a printer print both labels on a common printer? Yeah, I mean it's on one sheet of paper. Yeah, I mean it can, but there are certain certain labels, like the 30-in-1 label, where it gives you 30 little labels all in one sheet. And then you have the ones like I was showing yesterday, which were the other ones that were the two-piece labels, were the shipping labels. Those come on one sheet, but I used the same printer for it. I just put the sheet in there, and it should help out. So hopefully that answers your questions there, James. And so KP Max says, selling in groceries, should I not sell products competing with pantry, always restricted in lowest rank? Yes. For those of you that don't know, Amazon's #1 category is not books anymore. It is grocery. And the reason why it's grocery is because there are tons of people that are ordering food and getting their products sent to them the next day. That's one of the categories that Amazon, when you are Prime and you order grocery products, it usually gets here pretty fast. Sometimes it even gets here the same day if you order it early enough. It's amazing. And I wish all the categories were like that. But again, if you are going to sell groceries, your main competition is Amazon. And Amazon has a lot of products in grocery, and that's one of the categories I stay away from. But there are some of my members that's what they sell in. They sell in grocery, and they make quite a bit of money off of that. So, um, you know, it could be good for some people. It really can. So, all right. So let me see here. Debra Sadler. Debra says, "Hi Henry, thanks for chatting with me today. Looking forward to working with you." Yeah, no problem. I do leave my phone number on for people who want to call me and ask me a question, or if they want to come in and sign up for my courses. Feel free to call me and ask me a question if you feel uncomfortable with signing up for any course, or if you have questions. You can give me a call at 626 225 3002. And that goes directly to my phone here. And leave me a message, because a lot of times I'm usually pretty busy doing Zoom calls, doing training, and so forth, or even fulfilling my merchant fulfilled products. And it's just crazy that I'm literally getting a sale every 3 to 5 minutes, and it's just continuing and continuing. And there's a lot of my members that are feeling or getting the same type of sales, and they're just really amazed right now because there's a lot of people that are staying home. So a lot of people are ordering products, whether it's a household product or food, for example, or anything else that they need. It's the convenience factor of not going out, getting out of the house and ordering more product and just ordering product and so forth. I literally ordered a whole bunch of stuff and got a lot of stuff in today. I had a shipment that came in today from UPS, which was my regular shipment. And then I had a lot of stuff from Amazon that came in that I ordered a week and a half ago. And so it's coming in a little quicker, but it could be better. But a lot of people are ordering products online. DKNY Sports, what's going on there, DK? Do you make a lot of modifications to your products to differentiate? Good question. Well, yes, I will sell a product that I basically will. If I'm going to be in competition with somebody, I want to know their weaknesses. I want to read the reviews. I want to find out what people are saying about that particular product. Is it too cheap? Is it not sturdy enough? Is it flimsy? Is it something that's breaks in a month's time, or it doesn't feel right or doesn't fit right. Those are some of the things that when I read the reviews, and you always want to read a review, especially if you're going to be competing with somebody who has the same product, and always try to make it better. And there's two things that you have to do better than your competitor. Is you got to make a better product better than your competitor, and you have to have better keywords than your competitor. If you have better keywords than your competitor is not going to be seen. You're going to be seen. And I do that with Amazon. Amazon will put out a listing and they will not look into keywords or anything else like that. They would just put the listing up and they leave it just like that. But I go out there, and if I was competing against Amazon, I know that I can outrank them in certain keywords, put those keywords in there, and I know from history that Amazon won't come in and change their listing whatsoever. They just leave it like that. They depend on, the sales from their members and saying sold by Amazon, and that's what they're going off of. And if it says sold by Amazon, it's Amazon's product, and Amazon ended up buying that particular product. Great question. But yes, I would do that. Beedle says, are you aware if the units on Aliexpress from the same supplier on Alibaba? There are some suppliers out there that are the same. The only difference is you'll find a lot of like the Alibaba. There's a lot of suppliers. Some are here in the U.S. and you can differentiate yourself by going out there and just clicking on U.S. And I guess that was the wrong word to use, but you could go into the search results and say US only, and it will give you US suppliers only on AliExpress. And a lot of them come from Canada. A lot of sellers a lot of the distributors are in Canada and the US, and there's quite a few from China itself. But they're out there where you can find them close to you. But just remember, you're going to pay a little bit more on AliExpress because you're not ordering that massive quantity. So they raise the price up a little higher, and you're buying 10 units or 20 units, and you really don't have an opportunity to negotiate or private label anything on AliExpress. Okay. Jim Rocky says, you can order from U.S. suppliers through AliExpress. Yes, you can. I thought it was only China suppliers. No, it's not. If you find a particular product, and I'm just going to expand on this just a little bit more. If you are looking for a certain product, say for example, this little mask right here, and you type in mask in AliExpress, and on the filter itself, it'll say from, and then it'll say China, it'll say Canada, US, and you can find US suppliers, and you can find suppliers from Canada that their prices are pretty competitive, and buy from them there. So Sandro, how you doing there, Sandro? Sandro says, I just want to say this guy is a great person. Thank you for your time. The last time I called you, I appreciate that. There's a lot of people that they find me on YouTube and they call me and they talk to me, and one of the things I always tell them to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. It lets you know when I do come on, and things like right here where I can come in and answer some of your questions for absolutely free. Hey, this is what I'm here for. And I've been doing this for 13 years, and I love working with Amazon, one of the questions somebody asked me today was, do you work for Amazon? And no, I don't. I do not. I'm not employed by Amazon. I have my own business with Amazon, and I am a reseller on Amazon. I am considered a contractor for Amazon. So I will buy products and sell it on Amazon's platform and make quite a bit of money doing that. And I've been doing that for 13 years, and hey, I'm happy. Every single month seems to be getting better and better and better. And this has been a very good. Last month was a very good month, and I just did a video yesterday. I made $10,000 in 4 days. In that particular video. And so, and there's other, Steve, for example, has made double digits also in a short period of time. And I'm going to try to get him on, and so he can tell his story and he could talk to you. And he's one of my members that we went out there and trained. And so if you are a member, you can feel comfortable when you purchase my Amazon A to Z course that you're going to get into the private close Zoom calls that I do have, and I post that on my private Facebook group on Facebook, and I announce when I have the private Zoom meetings, and we talk about whatever we want to talk about, and that's the beauty about it. I do a little bit of training on there for these guys. If they need the training, I'll be more than happy to sit there and show them exactly what to do in our private Zoom meetings, and that's what they're paying for. And that's when they get into the Amazon A to Z course. So if you're not in there, take a look at it and see if it's something that might interest you. It may advance your sales, and you may do, double digits really soon. And I'm pleased to always know that my members are making extra money. Look, an extra $500 a pay period or an extra $1,000 a pay period may change somebody's life, may change the way you live. If you're making $20,000 a month or $30,000 a month, you can do a lot with that and feel comfortable with that, and have a smile on your face when you wake up in the morning. Because when you wake up in the morning and you know that you have sales, your primary job is secondary. It really is. It's like, and then you think about it and you're like, wow, do I really need a second job, or can I do this full time? And I've been into a lot of businesses, and I had a lot of businesses fail, but Amazon I've always stuck with. I've stuck with them, and I've stuck with eBay, and I've sold on eBay many, many years. And when I went over to Amazon, I did 10 times more in sales on Amazon, and I'm continuing. It's just a nice tree that has blossom, and it drops money once in a while, and I pick up that money and just put it in my pocket. So, all right. Gus Sense, welcome, Gus. Have you ordered products from Mexico to list on Amazon? No, I have not personally, but I've known a few of my members have gone to Mexico and actually brought products back and have ordered products and have sent back. There's a lot of great products that you can get from Mexico, but it's no different than buying from China. If you got a good supplier, and there's a lot of people out there that are willing to do it at a very low cost, and if you can find that person to do that, then you got yourself a hit. So yeah, it's wherever you can get it cheap, and that's what you have to think about. You have to think about, where can I get my products cheap and sell it for a profit? And if you're able to do that, then you're making money. I'm not interested in 15% or 20% profit. I'm interested in 300% profit, 100% profit, 500% profit. That's what I'm interested in. If I can get a product, which I have one product that I can get for $2.50 and sell it for $39 on Amazon, that's a hell of a profit. And that right there is like a golden nugget, and it's just testing the waters and trying, because there are products that you think that are going to sell on Amazon that don't sell on Amazon. There's products that you think that will do okay on Amazon, could be your number one product. That could be your hit. That could be the product that everybody's looking for or can't find in the stores. I have a product right now that you can't get them in the stores. They have to buy them from eBay and Amazon itself. And I make tons of money just off that one little product itself. And those are some of the things that if you can find those, you can make a lot of money. So, all right. Jim Rocky, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. My guy who gives me the thumbs down isn't on tonight. He must be sleeping. I don't know. He's slipping. So, Henry, is it really hard to get good reviews now? It seems like people will only leave a review if they are not happy with the product. Any suggestions, Jim? Here's the thing. In my course, I teach you how to get reviews on your product itself. I have used this method, and whatever you do not email your customers and ask them for reviews, because Amazon has access to what's in your back office and what is sent to the customers. And if they find out that you are asking for reviews through email, which a lot of people suggest, and this is something that I highly stay away from. I will never ever email my customers and ask them for any type of reviews. But I have a video on my Amazon A to Z course that teaches you how to get reviews. And it's a very simple thing to do, but it's very powerful. In 45 days, I received 60 reviews in 45 days off of one product, and I started out with 0 reviews. Now, don't think that reviews, Jim, is going to be that magic potion for you selling your product. Keep in mind, I have products that have 0 reviews that I could do 10 to 20 sales on every single day with 0 reviews. They're not only looking at reviews. A customer will always look at your performance, your matrix, to find out what people are saying about your other products. So they may go into your store and look at what type of seller you are. I'm a 4.9. My guy just came on. I'm a 4.9 star out of 5-star seller. Okay, I have hundreds and hundreds of reviews, and that's what they look at. Now, you think of it as this. You think of you being the buyer. What makes you buy that particular product? Number one, images. Images, you have to have great images. Number 2, descriptions. Number 3, price. Number 4, reviews. Number 5, everything else. Okay, so when it comes to that, you really have to just kind of say, well, I'm going to try to get these reviews, but don't make that a priority, because if you do that, you're going to be beating yourself senseless. Like I said, I have products that have 0 reviews or even maybe 1 review on there, and it still sells because that particular product is in demand. Okay, and here's the thing is, it's probably cheaper than anybody else, and they go, oh, okay, I can get this for 2 cents cheaper. I'm going to go with this guy. Jose Lopez. What's up there, Jose? Hi, Henry. So other than private label, do you wholesale anymore? If not, why not? Great question. I don't wholesale anymore just because there's a lot of, there, and here in Los Angeles, there's a lot of people that they already know that they're gonna where to find the products. For example, uh, like these right here, okay? These you couldn't find them, okay? I had a guy that literally was driving and he had face masks for sale on his back of his car, and people, I was going to the post office and people were literally coming up to this guy and saying, how much are your masks? And this guy was selling the masks for $10 each. Okay. So me, the businessman I am, is say, hey, look, I asked him, I said, how would you like to make more money on what you're selling by simply selling some of these products elsewhere? And I told him what I did. I told him who I was. I said, take a look and check out my channel. And sure enough, he did. And I was able to get him to go and get these masks somewhere cheaper. What, here in Los Angeles, they're the fashion district. And I know a few suppliers that were out there and they made different things like dresses, but because of the demand for the masks, they completely changed everything around. They hired something like 75 new positions for sewing. And so we had these ladies out there that were sewing these masks together and packaging them. And they were getting these masks for $2 at the fashion district. And it's just some of the opportunities like that, it becomes a little bit more difficult to try to wholesale or find a wholesaler. I started out by buying products that were, I would get by pellets. And I was introduced to some few pellets that were broken parts, that were returns. And I took advantage of that. I don't know if you know that story or not, but I made thousands and thousands of dollars just off of broken parts, and that was my niche, and that's how I started out on eBay. And I was selling those particular products, broken parts, and then I went on to Amazon, and as fast as I can list that particular product, I couldn't keep it on there for about a half an hour. And I just felt like, oh, okay, maybe my prices were too low. So I increased my prices, raised them up, and sure enough, I'd still sell them and still would make money. And it's just funny because I do have products now, even right now, that I've raised the price $2 more, and I'm still selling like crazy on those particular products. And so it's the supply and demand thing. If you there's not enough to go around, and if you raise your prices and they can't get it anywhere else, they have no other choice but to buy your product. So if you can find that golden nugget, then why not? Hopefully that answers your question. But no, I do not do as much wholesale anymore because I have 36 products now that I have on Amazon, and 16 out of the 36 are in the #1 position, or on the first page. And so I have a lot of sales when it comes to that. And I pick my product. I try to pick my product carefully. So I'm always testing also. But great question, Jose. I appreciate that. Gus Sant says, I am interested in bringing in a product from China. I've only seen on sellers all on Amazon selling that one particular product. How much different can I produce so it won't have issues? Well, there's a lot of things that come into play, Gus. is that product in a category that you have a lot more sellers that are selling the exact same product? That's what you have to pay attention to. When you use Jungle Scout and you're looking at the numbers, are 10 of these sellers making tons of money, or is it just the one or two in that category that are making all the money and everybody else is not doing great? Those are some of the things that you have to look for. How many sellers are making money off that particular product? Can you make that product better by tweaking this or tweaking that, or going out there and just making it bigger or making it more, more sturdy or what have you? um, there was a product that it was just funny because I just happened just to be walking by and I seen this one product that was in the store, and I was like, wow. I said, that's pretty cool. And I immediately went home, checked it out, and that product sold extremely well. And I was like, okay, this might be a good product. Now, do I go out there and buy that product? No. I will do the research on it, and I may order like 10 of them, put them out there and see if they sell right away. Maybe do merchant fulfilled where I could save me a little bit more money and ship it out myself, and see how well that does. But what I like to do with products like that is I will really concentrate on the keywords, look at the keywords on the number one position, the guy who's really selling, and take some of those keywords, put them into my listing itself, and then add on to it. And if you're able to do that, then you can really compete with that person, and maybe outsell them. So James says, when will you post a product a month? James, be patient, James. It is what, the second today. I know you're excited about it. It's just been on the weekend. I have literally, I did like I said, 140 orders yesterday. I had no time to do it over the weekend, but I will get that to you by the end of the week. I promise you that, and you will have it. And everybody else that's in my Amazon A to Z course, for those of you who are waiting for the product of the month, you will have that before the end of the week. May even have it tomorrow. Who knows? I know what it is. I just have not posted it yet, but that takes time. Henry Flores says, would you say that for someone starting out, product research should be your job 24/7? No. No, it shouldn't. It doesn't take you 24 hours, 7 days a week to do product research. If you are doing that, you are information overload. And when you become really good at it, and when you know what's going to help you out with the product research, like some of these tools like Jungle Scout, ASIN Inspector, Helium 10, some of these programs will help you with that. Then you got keyword research tools that you can use and do your keyword research. A lot of that comes into play. Now, if you're competing against somebody else, find out how many stars they have. Maybe they have 3 out of 5 stars. Maybe their listing isn't great. Maybe you can capitalize on that. So if you capitalize on that listing and you put in those keywords, and you make a better description, and you make a better bullet points, and your title is you really emphasize on your title and put in 5 good keywords in your title that's going to outrank this other person, you can get your product sold. And it's funny because I'm going to kind of extend on that. When you have a listing that is good, like I do right now, I have a listing. I literally took all of my campaigns and shut them down. Now I'm selling on organic sales on all my listings and they're selling like crazy. And I'm not spending 1 cent on any type of campaign. Automatic campaign, 10-cent automatic campaign. I shut down after 11 months. I shut down my automatic campaign for the very first time because all the keywords that I was paying for now organically, they're number one or number two. And so my sales are there. If I'm doing 80 to 90 sales a day, you really you don't need that help. And if it's kind of a hit and miss because you really have to pay attention to that. If you turn off your campaigns and all of a sudden your listings, your sales really slow down, then turn your campaigns back on because that is what's driving your listings, is making sure that you are just complementing that with automatic campaigns, and that's pushing your listing, and you want to make sure that you don't lose any sales by turning it off prematurely. So in my case, I had shut it down, and when I watched it for 2 days to make sure my sales slowed down, and in fact, they were increasing even more and more and more. And I think of it, I kind of tell you guys like this. If you have a product and you're doing 10 sales a day, and all of a sudden you're doing 20, 30, and 40, think of it as that snowball getting bigger, bigger, and bigger as it's rolling downhill. Okay, that's exactly what your product is doing. It's getting bigger by organic sales, and if you have organic sales, then you can save yourself a little bit of money by just kind of turning off your campaigns, or even going a little cheaper with your campaigns themselves. So sorry, I kind of ranted on that, but I wanted to make sure that you kind of got that. Um, Let me see. Ing Jose Carlos Reyes. Hi, Henry. Have you been trying to open my Amazon sellers account? Oh, I've been trying to open my Amazon sellers account. I'm in Mexico. And Amazon didn't accept my documents because they are in Spanish. What do? Put them in English. You must put them in English. I think of what you're talking about. Maybe your driver's license are in Spanish or what have you. If that's the case, email Amazon support and ask them if it's acceptable and see what they have to say. The hard part is you're out of the country, and for you to sell in Amazon.us is going to be very, very difficult. Now, what if I was you, and what I would do is go to Amazon.mx for Mexico and open an account there. And it should be easier for you to do that. Okay, hopefully that helps you. And I'm sorry you're having such a difficult time, but I hear this all the time, Jose. Hear it all the time. Oh, Panarello Ryder. Hi, Mr. Henry. A to Z member here. I just received my initial units from China in 5 days. Looking for a product photographer and a co-writer on Fiverr prior to launching. All thanks for your course and advice. Yeah, I mean, you can go to Upwork. Upwork has a lot of good guys there that are probably a little better than Fiverr. I'm not trying to promote them. They are more expensive, but you want to have a description that is going to be filled with a lot of keywords. And kind of have somebody that could take a look at some of these listings that your competitor or what have you, and they're really good at that as far as trying to and tell them exactly what you want. Tell them that you're looking for the keywords enriched. You want to be ranked on the first page, and there's a lot of experienced guys out there that will do a great job if you don't want to do it yourself. Okay, and great. There's another good example of him ordering products from overseas, and now you're and that's just another point that there's a lot of them that are desperate for your business right now, and there's a lot of carriers that are less busy. So now trying to get the products over is becoming a lot quicker now, and that's by airplane. I would not ship it by boat whatsoever right now because there are still a long, huge line in the ports waiting for these ships to be undocked. And some of your products, instead of it being here in 45 days to 60 days, is looking 75 days to 90 days out now. So if you can avoid it, order a little at a time, negotiate with your supplier, say, I don't want to buy 200 units right now because I can only ship 50 units. And if that supplier is not willing to work with you, go somewhere else. You have that option. It's your choice. You're the one negotiating. So you make the call, you make the rules. And if they don't want to negotiate with you, kick them to the curb, find another supplier. And like I tell all my members, you're not looking for one supplier, you're looking for 3 suppliers. If one can't do it, you go to the other 2 and see if they can get it done, and get it done quicker for you, better for you, and make sure that you're stern with them, because you're driving this ship. They're not driving the ship. They're just making the product for you. You are paying them, and they want your business, and you have to let them know that you are the boss, you are the one that makes the decisions, and you are the one that is going to say yes to this deal or no to this deal. And it's that simple. Believe me, I have guys out there that manufacturers that would sit there and say, well, we're the only ones that make them. I'll say, well, okay, that's fine. But I know that your prices are way too high, so I'm going somewhere else. And sure enough, I will get off the call with them, whether it's a Skype call, and I like to communicate with my manufacturers overseas face to face. I like to look at them, stare them in the eye, and tell them I mean business. And if I'm able to do that and they're able to see that, then they're going to know, hey, I'm a business person first. Second, I'm your friend. Okay, so I can go out there and say no to them just as fast. And I've said no. I said, you know what? No, it's okay. I'll think about it. Have a good day. And they'll say, well, wait a minute. Because you think of it as a car salesman. You go in there to buy a car. They only have one opportunity to sell you that car. If you leave that lot, they know. As a matter of fact, they know that you're not coming back. So that sale, they have to make that sale. So it's no different than a manufacturer or supplier. And you always let them know, hey, if you don't give me a good deal, I'm going to go somewhere else. And you have that choice. All right. Jim Rocky, how do you know that you are being ranked organically for your main keywords? Well, there are tools out there. Helium 10 is great for that. Tells you organically if your product is being ranked. I like to use Helium 10 for that. There's a few. I can't remember which program it was off a hand because I'm not looking at it. But check out Helium 10 for keywords. I think it has something to do with, it says keywords on there. I just cannot remember the program it was. But check Helium 10 and that will help you out for that. NH says, when buying barcodes for a product to sell, what information is needed? Can you elaborate on that question? Is it from you buying your barcodes, or you sending these barcodes in for Amazon? I don't know what the question, quite what the question is, but what I can tell you, and I had one of my members actually purchase um, some barcodes today. Um, and usually what happens is you can buy these barcodes, and they do not have to be GS1, okay? People are selling GS1 because they say you have to have GS1 barcodes uh, for your listings. No, you don't. I have thousands of barcodes that are unused, and they are not GS1. And whenever I want to put in a new product, I use that particular barcode, and and I use that particular barcode, and just I'm able to create a brand new listing. Oh, okay. NH says buying barcodes. Yeah, you can go to eBay and type in Amazon certified barcodes. Amazon certified barcodes. There's a lot of sellers out there that are selling barcodes. And so do not buy 1,000 barcodes. You don't need them. You don't even need 500. You don't need 250. You don't even need 100 of them. Buy 20 of them if you can. They're very, very cheap. You can go to eBay, purchase them there, and usually what happens is when you purchase these barcodes from eBay, they're going to say, yeah, they're going to ship them to a certain address or what have you. Most of the time, they'll send you an email with an attachment of all the barcodes, and you have them within a day or two. I like to only buy 20 to 30 at a time. I mean, I haven't bought any in such a long time because I did tell you I just have over 1,000 of them, and I'll never use 1,000 in my lifetime. But I give those out to some of my members anyway, where they want them, and I could just say, here, take these right here, and they use those. But hopefully that answers your questions. Jim Rocky, you have to give us a tour of your office. Haha, it looks so cool. Oh, thank you very much. It's a mess right now, but it's very this is my back office there, and it's a mess. I don't like to put too much out there, but yeah, I it took a while for me to actually to do this, and I had a lot of help, and so, but let me get rid of that because that is one of my products, and yeah, so, but yeah, there's just a lot of things here that and I could make it better. Believe me, I could. But I actually am buying another. I'm buying another device where I'm going to be able to do live streaming, and I'm getting that set up. And it's very, very expensive. I'm looking roughly around about $4,000, $5,000 for it. But I can go out anywhere and do live streaming anywhere. And I was thinking about it. It's like some of you guys that are interested in trying to find products in the store. I just put it in my backpack, go out there and just broadcast live and walk in. And the signal is so awesome. Doesn't break up. And so that's coming. I'm looking into that. And that I want to go into a few of the places like the wholesalers and show you some wholesale products, and be able to, you're able to see that live as I walk in there, and I'll have a camera right here on my shoulder, small little camera, like a GoPro or something, and literally can go in there and go live on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or a few other places and show you how I go about negotiating for these products and stuff. It's something I've always wanted to do. I just didn't have the capability of going live, and now I found out the sources that what I'm going to need, and it's a very expensive hobby, pretty much, but you know it's something that I feel like I want to do anyway. So that's going to be coming up within the next, I'd say, couple of months. We should have something going on that, because usually when I get set on something, I buy nothing but the best, and that's just what I look for. But great questions, guys. Very good questions. I hope tonight I kind of helped you out. It's just a little bit long, over an hour now. NH says, thank you, Henry. This is only my second time watching you live broadcast. Very helpful. Do you have a link for Helium 10 that you can gives you credit and gives us a discount? Yes, I do. If you go into any of my videos, go into the description, you'll see the Helium 10 link there, along with Jungle Scout, Ace and Inspector Pro, and a few other ones that I am an affiliate with. If you want to use that, that helps me out, and I appreciate that. And yes, I mean, if you you can take a look at their any one of my videos, and then when I'm done with this video, I will definitely put that in the description on this video where you're able to find the links. Also, I have the links for TechDaddyVideos. Anybody who would like to sign up for the course, they're more than welcome to sign up for the course and take a look at that also. You know, and here's the thing, I'm not pushing, I'm not sitting here saying, you know, you guys need to do this, you guys need to do that, but it will help you out. I promise you that. And people get the course for the product of the month, and they're making a lot of money. There are guys out here that are spending money, but they are making a killing right now. And so that's only going to help you guys out by learning. And I have well over 100 videos for that are step by step in my course. If you have questions, feel free to give me a call. 626-225-3002. You can give me a call and leave me a message. If you leave me a message, I will definitely call you back. I've been really busy this last week and a half, extremely busy. And so anyways, with that being said, thank you guys for all the thumbs up. Thank you, the one guy who gives me the thumbs down every single video. Love you. Appreciate you. I like your honesty. I'm not going to badmouth you for giving me that thumbs down. Obviously, you're not getting the information that you need, but you like watching me and you like giving me that thumbs down. For all you others out there who have given me that thumbs up, appreciate that. And I do have Super Chat. If you want to donate to that, help out this channel, you can go ahead and just Super Chat. That'd be cool too. Doesn't matter. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I will be on next Monday night, same time at 6 o'clock. And we'll see you with another topic. And we'll see you guys then. All right, guys. Look out for my Zoom meeting for next week. I am having a Zoom meeting for you guys on YouTube. And go from there. A few more questions. Diego. What's up there, Diego? What's up, Henry? Is it too hard to start FBA during COVID-19? Hell no. Yeah, it's not. Right now, 90% of my products that I'm selling is merchant fulfilled. Right now, 90%. It's because I cannot keep it on the shelf long enough. It is selling so fast right now because of COVID-19. People staying home, people ordering products. that it's crazy. A lot of my members are making tons of money right now. And it's not just my members. There's a lot of people out there making money on Amazon. But what I'm telling you is that right now, there's a lot of them that have started out. They've done all the keywords. They've done all the research. They've done everything that they're supposed to do. And now they're calling me going, oh my God, I cannot keep my product on the shelf right now. And so they're so excited about that they are making thousands of dollars. They're not making hundreds, they're making thousands of dollars, more than they ever made before, and it's changing their lives. I had one person that called me, said they did $14,000 this month, and the last month they had did $4,000. They did $10,000 more this month than last month. And they were so excited about that. And I told them it is a great opportunity for you to buy the products that you need to restock this. And if you can get more products in, so if, for example, you order 4,000 more units and you have that opportunity to sell 2,000 merchant fulfilled and send the other 2,000 in, you're only going to make more money by doing that. But with me, my products are selling so fast that my supplier is trying to keep up. And my other suppliers are just like behind right now. So I'm calling this supplier, and this supplier, and saying, I need this stuff like yesterday. And so, but it's my decision to sit there and go, you know what? I'm not going to send this in to Amazon, have it sit there for, 6 days for them to check it in. And then, another 3 days for them to say, yeah, now it's active, when I could turn around, have the listing merchant fulfilled, and have it, literally sold in minutes. And so I was, it was earlier I had 34, it was 34 of the units. And now, oops, let me clear that. There you go. 39. So 5 units have sold. 5 units have sold. 5 units have sold since I've been on the broadcast here. In the last hour, I've sold 5 units on top of that. And it's crazy. It's just continuing. But Illinois Picker says, I wish Amazon would stop refunding buyers because of UPS shipping delays. Oh, USPS shipping delays, even with tracking showing en route. Yeah, that's what Amazon can do. I gave you a thumbs up. Appreciate that. May the 4th be with you, Illinois. And same here. I can't keep enough stock on FBM, fulfilled by merchant. I am constantly reloading to keep stock for on demand. There has never been a better time for FBM. And Illinois Picker is actually, he is one of my members. And so he can't even keep his on stock. And great, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. And thank you everybody for giving me that thumbs up. And I appreciate you guys watching my video. I know it's been a little longer than usual. So I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate that. And thank you all you guys for watching my videos. And thank you guys for learning. And we will see you guys. Finally, we will see you guys next Monday night at 6 o'clock. All right, guys. Peace. See you. Happy sourcing and make lots of money. All right. See you guys.